Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Lisa here. Today's day 3. And the topic of discussion today is practicing the pause. This is very important, for all kinds of different things. But the first thing is before you say something that you're going to regret, right? You're activated emotionally, feeling angry, sad, exhausted. And when we're in that, sometimes we pop off. And so being aware that that's happening is the first step. And for me, it was like, I had to be aware of it and be like, oh, I should have paused, but didn't. And then you can kind of replay that in your mind for next time. So it's not going to be perfect at first, and that's okay. Like, give yourself grace as you transition from reactivity, which is what that is when we don't pause, when we don't reflect before we speak, especially in those activated states, right? So one thing I do in that pause is I question what I'm about to say. Is it true? Is it relevant? Is it kind? All right. And whenever I started this, I didn't talk for a while. Apparently, all of the things I had to say were either not true, relevant, or kind. So there's a transition period and it feels a little wonky. It's uncomfortable, but you'll get through it. Just practice that pause. Notice what's going on inside of your body. Maybe journal it out, what you want to say, so that it does get out, but not in a way that negatively affects or causes pain to people that, maybe didn't have to. A lot of the times when it's like this, there's something that we need to process before we have the conversation for it to be a productive conversation. So it's really important to pause, to give yourself that space to breathe, to feel, and to process what's actually happening, right? Because a lot of the times it's not what just happened, it's something that happened way long ago, or it may not even have anything to do with what's actually happening right now. So that's something that can be very helpful. Another time to pause is when you get invited to do something. I know for me, for so long, if I got asked to do anything, it was just I felt like I had to. And I never really checked in with myself hey, is this in alignment with my values? Is this in alignment with what I want to do with my time? Because when we say yes to a bunch of different things, we are saying no to anything else we could have been doing. So it's important to know what you value, what you want, why you want it. And then it gets a lot easier to make decisions based on where you're going, what you want to do, And whenever you get caught up in this, always saying yes, if you're invited, feeling obligated to do things when people ask you to, you lose that time that you could have been using to do whatever it is that you have on your heart to do. So when somebody asks me if I want to do something, I generally will say I need time to think about it. I'll get back to you. And it's not that I don't want to do it. It's not, if I do want to do it, I say yeah, but if it's hesitant, I'll think about it, and evaluate whether or not it's in my best interest to do this thing. So pausing before you're making a decision about what you're going to do with your day, right? You had a plan to do this thing and then somebody calls you up and you're like, oh, I'm going to go over here and do this thing now. You're saying no to yourself, So just take a moment and say, do I actually want to do this? You'll be surprised at how many things you're doing that maybe aren't in your best interest. And if you're not looking out for your best interest, you can get pulled in so many directions that you literally don't even know who you are anymore. And that's what happened to me. And this is the main contributor to my burnout, was my inability to say no, and just feeling this obligation of having to go do things. And one of the things that I thought, like, people would be mad if I said no, I had other plans or whatever. They're not. They understand. If they love you, they understand. So take a breath before you want to say something unkind, untrue, like not relevant. Pause before you make a decision about what you're going to do with your life. Each choice puts you on a path. Which path do you want to be on? And become aware of this. Like, when are you saying yes, not even thinking about it? And just bring awareness to that, spaciousness. Let me know how it goes. And let me know how you pause today.